has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
And the decision to bring it out a poor one, especially given the new rules. They're going to be backed up deep to start this drive.
All right, I knew I forgot to ask a question when we sat with the coaches about just how aggressive will you be bringing a ball out of the end zone, and what's the green light for your returner? In this case, it should have been a red light. Should have stayed in the end zone. Terrible field position to start this drive.
Open man left side. Shaheed has it. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 91 yards.
And the Commanders will strike first here, this wild card matchup.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Throwing is Williams.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And that'll be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
To throw, it's Williams. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
And this pass caught by Gray.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 4.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Throwing now is Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Sennett.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on first and goal.
Walker once more, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Ken Walker.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Looking to throw is Williams.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
To the air, Williams.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Pulled in at the 24. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Escaping the pressure right.
Repeated the last play, finding Walker.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Final 30 seconds of this 1st quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
Daniels looking to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's Daniels. Gets this complete to Shaheed.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Commanders 14, Bears nothing.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. To throw is Daniels. That is caught. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. To the air goes Daniels. Throw out wide to Walker. And they'll get this down to the 10. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Now Daniels. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Off the play fake, Daniels. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off.
And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Bo Melton
from 8 yards out.
And the Commanders continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw, Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Cole Kmet,
63 yards.
and the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
A solid stiff arm. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
64 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
And Walker once more.
Bulldozes past him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Oh, Walker showing the power. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
There's a short one pulled in by Simmett.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Running right, here's Walker. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They go play action. Daniels.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Here's Walker.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Kenneth Walker
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Commanders are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score. Commanders 31, Bears 7. Joshua Carty to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Now the point after try for Santos. It's up and good, and that'll make our score 31-14 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels, flush to his right.
He'll find Shaheed out to the right.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason.
You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He completes this to Walker. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now they'll change things up.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And the lead will stay put at 17. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Now 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, here's Williams.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
Flushed out right. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And running with power here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
17.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Joshua Party to kick off.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Williams.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw is Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Throwing again here, Williams. And that is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Buffalo 18.
To the air, Williams.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary, I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
To throw, it's Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26.
That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Let's go. Hut, hut.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Swift is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Check out.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal.
Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw for it with Williams. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
On is Santos for the Bears field goal.
This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Daniels looking to throw. There's a short one pulled in by Simmett.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Play action, now it's Daniels. That's caught left side by Simmett.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. 2nd down and 8. To the air goes Daniels.
And he's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Ken Walker
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Commanders add 6 to their lead.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Commanders 38, Bears 20. Joshua Carty to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback,
and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Off the play fake, Daniels. Able to find Gray here. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Big yardage that time for Washington. 41 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Throwing now is Daniels. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point attempt to come here. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Next to pass the score, Commanders 45, Bears 20. Joshua Carty to kick off.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Here's Williams.
Escaping the pressure right.
That's complete. Rome Odunze.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Got it. Ready? Set. Ready? Go.
To throw, Williams.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Here we go.
To throw once more, here's Williams. A pass complete to Odunze.
Oh, what a juke into space.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Warrior 70. Here we go. Set.
Back to throw again.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
That's complete to Ward.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Track at 60. Ready?
Williams from the gun on 3rd down.
Flush to his right.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself,
Touchdown, Bears! DJ Moore, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Santos now to add the PAT. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught at the 5. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the fake extra point. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
60 Eagles.
Again, Walker.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
From the 5, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Walker.
He's going to be marked down very close to the 1st down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
Daniels going to throw for it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Ben Sinnott
from a yard out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Got a man, that's Ward. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very solid gain of 27.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 43.
Working out of the gun, Williams.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's 2nd and 7.
They pitch it to Chubb. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now 3rd down and 7.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. Some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Washington moving on as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching.